Hi, everyone. The idea of self-made man has been fascinating us for a long time now. We all sort of like this idea that we sort of can build ourselves in different ways. We can build ourselves physically, emotionally, mentally, and perhaps spiritually. I suspect that the fascination of lots of people about going to the gym and bodybuilding is in this line, meaning that we like the idea that we can transform and evolve our body and our strength and our flexibility and our coordination and areas of our bodies in different ways. We can shape our bodies. And to a lot of people, this means shaping ourselves. Of course, there is a danger of identifying too much with our bodies, thinking that they are what we are. Our essence is body-like, which to me is extremely far from being truth. Anyway, we have bodies. They are a constant reality in our everyday life, and it's nice to be able to deal with them in a creative, free, constructive way. Then lots of us like the idea that we can build ourselves as we build our identity. We sort of choose who we want to be. And to many also, the idea of self-made man or woman, of course, means someone becoming successful, famous, endeared by other people due to its own effort. So we would have quite some freedom about ourselves and our lives. We would have a say. This is a nice idea that, of course, it speaks about freedom. It speaks about choice and the possibility for us to decide who and how we want to be. I think there is some truthfulness to it. We can indeed have some choices about our personal selves, how to deal with our minds, what to do with them, perhaps cultivating them or neglecting them, what we can do with our emotional life, knowing it, managing it, or perhaps trying to suppress it, or just following it, identifying too much with it, or making a distance, de-identifying, and so on. But then I think something that usually we don't really talk about as such is that when we say self-made man, okay, there is a self making the man, or we are building ourselves. But eventually, there are different ideas, different meanings to what self is. And I think what some esoteric practitioners, some meditators, even some mystics do is that they sort of rebuild themselves from their higher selves, meaning they are trying to reach a higher self, a very deep level of consciousness, a different perception about who they are, where they belong, their connection with the cosmos. And as much as they reach something like a very high layer of consciousness within themselves, they have the chance of rebuilding, now adjusting thought, emotion, body to something that is higher. So they transmute themselves, their bodies, their minds, they change them, they reframe them, they reshape them towards attuning to a higher self, towards being better, more transparent expressions of a deeper reality within. And because it's there within, it is probably connecting with the vast cosmos. It's at unity with this vast cosmos. So, this means we can talk about higher self-made men. And to me, this will become a favorite idea on this sector. And that's what I wanted to talk about. As usual, if you like, share, subscribe the channel, all that. See you.